the woman frozen in ice, 800 million years old. Do you want to learn more about the history of our planet? What are the secrets hidden deep in the ice? Is there anything under there? How did it all begin? Here's a story that will make you think differently about our past. Deep beneath the frozen heart of Siberia, buried under layers of ancient coal, tens of meters below the surface, a strange discovery sent shockwaves through an entire village. But what left Soviet scientists and intelligence officials truly speechless was the sarcophagus. Estimated age over 800 million years old, predating even the age of the dinosaurs. So what exactly lay inside this impossible tomb? And could this discovery force us to rewrite everything we thought we knew about human history? So fasten your seatbelt as we dive into today's mystery. But first, you'll have incredible luck if you like and subscribe before this video ends. On an autumn morning, September 5th, 1969, in a remote village called Rejavkik, tucked deep within the Siberian expanse of the former Soviet Union, a single event unfolded that would unsettle anyone who heard of it. For the local villagers, it was just another ordinary workday. But for history, it marked a moment when something emerged, something that modern humanity had never dared to imagine. The wind howled across the desolate landscape of western Siberia, whipping snow into frenzied dances. Inside the grimy, dimly lit tavern in the village of Ryazhki, workers huddled close to the sputtering heater, seeking refuge from the biting chill outside. The conversation buzzed with the usual blend of everyday gossip and somber tales of toil in the nearby coal mine. But soon a new topic swirled through the room, capturing everyone's attention. One of the miners had just returned from work, his face flushed, his voice trembling with excitement. He spoke of something extraordinary, unearthed deep in the bowels of the mine, something that defied comprehension. And as he spoke, the harsh tavern fell silent, each person hanging on to his every word. With shared glances and hushed voices, the workers decided they needed to see this marvel for themselves. The trek to the mine was arduous, battling against the unforgiving Siberian cold. As they descended into the mine's depths, the air grew heavy, thick with dust and anticipation. Then they saw it, a sight that shattered the mundane rhythm of their daily labor. A massive marble slab, intricately carved, lay embedded in the coal seam, silently narrating a tale from a forgotten era. As they drew closer, the carvings became clearer, depicting scenes of a hunt, warriors on horseback and a majestic woman holding aloft a flaming torch. The miner who first noticed the slab carefully brushed away the coal dust, revealing a polished surface. Then in a moment that defied explanation, the slab began to move slowly, rotating on its axis, until it settled to reveal a dark, gaping hole within. The opening was circular, smoothly hewn, seeming almost artificial, as if carved with a tool of immense power. Curiosity wrestled with caution, and finally, driven by an insatiable urge to know more, the miners decided to venture inside. Armed with nothing but flickering lanterns, they stepped into the darkness, leaving the familiar sights and sounds of the mine behind. They descended into a tunnel that stretched deep into the earth, its walls reflecting their nervous beams of light. After what felt like an eternity, the tunnel opened up into a vast cavern, revealing a spectacle that stole their breath away. Within the cavern lay a single sarcophagus carved from pristine white marble, its grandeur accentuated by the dim glow of the miners' lanterns. But it wasn't just the sarcophagus that captivated their attention. At the far end of the cavern, a faint blue glow emanated from a spring in the rock, casting ethereal shadows on the cave walls. The spring bubbled merrily, seemingly oblivious to the marvel it shared the cavern with. With a mix of trepidation and wonder, the miners approached the sarcophagus. Its size was imposing, nearly 3 meters long and intricately carved with enigmatic patterns that seemed to writhe and twist like living creatures. The craftsmanship was of a standard they had never seen, so detailed, so precise, it bordered on the supernatural. But what truly held their gazes captive was what lay within the sarcophagus. Nestled inside was a woman encased in a block of ice. Her skin was alabaster white, unblemished, flawless. She was adorned in clothing made of a material that resembled fine linen, but was eerily white and untarnished by time. The miners stared in disbelief. Who was this woman? Why was she trapped in ice inside a subterranean marble tomb? And how could she have remained here for so long? The fact that she was immaculately preserved didn't fit into any known historical narrative. It challenged everything they understood about death and time. The ice around the woman shimmered, hiding her face from view. However, one of the miners, unable to contain his curiosity, reached out and broke the ice. As the shards fell away, revealing her face, a gasp echoed through the cavern. The woman's face was hauntingly beautiful, her features sharp, defined, her eyes closed as if in a deep slumber. She looked impossibly youthful, like someone who had merely drifted off to sleep. As the miners stood mesmerized, they noticed a small metallic box at the head of the sarcophagus. It was ornately carved, its surface smooth and unmarred by time. Intrigued, they opened the box and found a strange black device, sleek and unfamiliar. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. As news of the discovery spread, a hush fell over the nearby town of Nevada. People from all walks of life gathered, drawn by the enigma of the frozen woman. Theories abounded. Whispered conversations filled the streets, trying to explain the mystery. Was she a lost princess from a forgotten dynasty? A victim of a secret experiment? Or perhaps an alien visitor from distant stars? Amidst the swirling theories and speculations, the Soviet authorities moved with characteristic swiftness. Within days, the area around the mine was cordoned off, access strictly limited. Scientists and historians were summoned from across the country, eager to unravel the enigma. But as the experts arrived, a strange thing happened. Those who had discovered the sarcophagus began to fall ill. One by one, they fell victim to unexplained ailments, their bodies racked with pain, their minds clouded with fever dreams. Coincidence or something more sinister? The villagers wondered. As the days passed, the investigation intensified. Scientists from various fields descended upon the site, each hoping to shed light on the mystery. But the deeper they delved, the more the enigma deepened. The woman's skin showed no signs of decomposition. Her internal organs exhibited no decay. Her body was as if suspended in a state of eternal youth, defying the relentless march of time. Even her hair, a rich chestnut brown, flowed down her back, untouched by a single strand of gray. The clothes she wore baffled scientists. They were woven from a material unknown to modern textile science, smooth and cool to the touch, yet impervious to the natural decay that had affected every other artifact found in the area. The marble sarcophagus itself posed its own set of riddles. Analysis revealed its composition to be unlike any marble quarried in the region, its origin a mystery. Then there was the spring bubbling merrily at the edge of the cavern. Its water, when tested, was found to contain a high concentration of unusual minerals and trace elements not found in any natural springs nearby. This wasn't just a random occurrence of nature. There had to be a connection to the sarcophagus, the woman inside, and the very purpose of the cavern itself. Amidst the whirlwind of activity, the Soviet authorities took swift and decisive action. Anyone who had been to the cavern, including the initial team of miners, was prohibited from speaking of what they had seen. All documentation was sealed, and rumors began to spread of a cult. To add to the intrigue, the local villagers reported strange phenomena in the days following the discovery. Animals were found frozen in midair, their bodies contorted as if in terror. Plants withered and died, and a strange mist often shrouded the mine, concealing it from view. These events only served to deepen the mystery and fuel the fire of speculation. As weeks turned into